What about the part about the chips? Here, let's focus on the chips. Okay, some are possible here. And we are in the picture. So let's return the picture and here. Okay, of course he deleted the background. I want what to do. I want to take it from here to there, cropping just this part, cropping something else. I mean, I want to, for example, I don't want the bird's wing. I want to take it from here like this, you see? And bring it here like this and do it like this. I'm cropping the wings. I just want this part. But of course, I'm not talking about the bird. I'm talking about if you want to crop something else. Just the part that shows, all right, what did we do? The part that shows, what did we do? What did we do? We came from here from... You specify the part that, yes, that you will define later. What will happen to it? It will be removed. So here it is. The wing, and I specified until, and after it has been specified, we need to do something to get this part. All right. From the image, but the one that was in the background that we saw, it appears, for example, under this wing. I want the part of the background image to show is Mark's crop means selecting what accompanies the images. Notice how the background appears. Crop brings in the background. If we want to remove the image's background, we can crop or leave part of it. Hope it's clear. You see, the background came in this part, but I say to him, keep the background. It will come here. Here is the background that came with this part, but here is the background. So this is regarding what? We wanted to remove the background of the image. We can either cut a part or leave a part of the background. This is regarding what? This part. I hope it's clear for you all. All right, now what's next? It's a part for the chords. You have a shape. For example, you came to the insert menu here. Let me give you an example. I'll give you an example in new slide here. And you said insert or idraj, and you come from insert. And what do? You do smart art here. All right, any smart art from here, any shape from here. All right, so we brought a shape like this. What's next? It's a part for the chords. You have a shape. For example, you came to the insert menu here. Let me give you an example in new slide here. And you said insert or idraj, and you come from insert. And what do? You create smart art here, all right? Any smart art from here, any shape from here. All right, so we brought a shape like this. All right, so we just brought a shape like this. And you start by writing in this format. And your writing is here to provide a clear illustration for the students. Then you said, well, the computer mouse should be the last item at the bottom, so I will delete it. I will delete the monitor here, and then I will write monitor above and computer mouse below. You keep deleting and writing here and deleting and writing there. So he asked you, why are you deleting and writing? Why not use something called reorder here to rearrange the items? You have one item here. Let's say it's in red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There could be more than 5 items. So when you want to arrange them, how do you do it? You arrange it by following what I've shown you here. You press Alt with Shift, but first you need to select the item. For example, the computer mouse. You have to select it first. Click on it with the mouse to select it, like this. You see I've selected it all. Then I come to Alt, Shift, and the down arrow. You see that, right? So the computer mouse becomes number 2 below. Then I press the down arrow, making it number 3, and then it becomes number 4 and number 5. Now, for the monitor, I want it to be number 1. So I first selected it with the mouse. I clicked on it to select it, then I pressed Alt, Shift, and moved the mouse up. This makes it 1, 2, 3, 1, 3. So the monitor is now at the top and the computer mouse is the last item at the bottom. without having to sit and write and delete and write and delete and write? No. So this is the reorder process, or rearranging the objects I have or the items that are present. As long as I was doing it this way, okay, let's suppose that your wife comes to me and says, okay, I have a problem. This shape goes top to bottom, right to left or left to right. Stand on the keyboard, press Alt and Shift, then use up and down arrows, not left and right. Press down to move up. The upper keyboard moves left. Pressing up shifts it left, now aligned. Press down to move right. Alt, Shift, and down arrow move it right. This is the rearranging process. I hope this is clear. To avoid confusion and unnecessary deleting. Instead, use Alt, Shift, up and down arrows to rearrange directly without tiring writing. The upper keyboard is considered as if it's moving to the left. The keyboard is moving to the left with up arrow. Pressing down moves the keyboard to the right. Alt plus Shift plus down moves right. This rearranges. Hope it's clear. No need to delete and write. Use Alt plus Shift up down to rearrange easily. Next slide. See this slide. Have PowerPoint open. Practice makes it easier. So, this is the process of rearranging. I hope it's clear to you all so that there's no confusion and we don't have to keep deleting and writing. Instead, we just do Alt, Shift, the up arrow, and the down arrow to rearrange directly without tiring ourselves with writing and so on. All right, let's take a look at the next slide. This slide that you see here, and I hope you all have PowerPoint open with me. The more you practice with your hands, the easier things will become. This is just an image, not for any specific purpose, except for one thing. I want to copy it. What should I do? In PowerPoint, using keyboard shortcuts is beneficial because it shows skill and efficiency. For example, to copy this image, hold Control and drag with the mouse to create a second copy. Repeat to make a third image. To delete, use Control and D on the shape. These shortcuts demonstrate skill and efficiency. For another copy, use Control and drag. To delete, use Control and D, Control C, and Control V are also useful for copying and pasting. These are the three methods available. So, for example, this is an image like this one. I'm telling you, if you want to make another copy, you can use Control and drag. That means you hold Control on the keyboard and then drag with the mouse. There you go. It creates a second copy for you. Just hold Control and drag, and it makes a third image, creating a copy right away. Now, if I want to delete this one, there's another way. Control and D. So I just stand on the shape and press Control and D on the keyboard. Control and D creates a third copy right away. It copies instantly. So what else? There's also Control C. You press Control C, and then you can stand anywhere and press Control V. So these are the three methods available to you here. These are the three methods you have. Yes, Dr. Sheriff is asking, what can't be copied? What is it that can't be copied? The slide itself, when you do what you mean by duplicate here, right? So I'm telling you, this slide, for example, is like the slide we are on. When you stand on the slide, right click, and then choose what? You choose duplicate here, and it will create a copy of the same slide right below it, just like you see. Now you come to the slide, stand on it with the mouse, right click, and you'll find what? You click on it and it brings you the same slide. This is regarding this part. Yes, Control and D. Yes, I'm telling you about Control and D here on the slide we are talking about. No, what you should do is stand on the shape, for example. So you come to the slide, stand on it with the mouse, right click, and you'll find what? You click on it and it brings you the same slide. This is regarding this part. Yes. Control and D, stand on the shape, select it by clicking with the mouse, so circles appear, meaning it's selected. Press Control to bring it above. Then, click and move it. Control and D from the keyboard. The one with the orange, the first thing you need to do is select it by clicking on it with the mouse so that the white circles appear around it. This means I have selected it. Then, press Control. You see, it immediately brings it right above. So after doing that, click on it with the mouse and move it. It will bring it like this. Control. And D from the keyboard. All right? This is an important point. Control and D. You should try it out, and God willing, it will work for you and be accurate. So this is regarding the part we just talked about, which is Control and D, okay? What is this point? This is an important point, Control, and this is, yes. You'll try it out like this, and God willing, it will work for you and be accurate. So this is regarding the part we just talked about, which is Control and D, or Control and Drag, which means you say Control, of course, you need to select the shape or the image you want to copy first with the mouse. So you stand on it and select it so that the selection handles appear around it. Then you press Control and Drag, meaning you pull with the mouse, or Control and Drag with the mouse. You see, I've repeated this a lot. You can stand on it and say Control and D, and it will bring it to you. All right. So this is the method I use to copy the image. There's also another way where I can just stand on it and press Ctrl C, the regular way. So I press Ctrl C, and then on this slide, I say Ctrl V, and it will be there. All right. So that's the method I use to copy the image. There's also a way where I just stand on it and press Ctrl C, the regular way. So I press Ctrl C, and then on this slide, I say Ctrl V, and it will be there. I also started with method number 3,